There are people who have been swimming for years, yet their blood sugar remains unpredictable. Not because they swim incorrectly, but because they breathe incorrectly. Hello everyone. If you're watching this video today, chances are that swimming has been, or still is, a part of your life. Maybe you swim to stay healthy, to manage diabetes, or simply to feel lighter and more relaxed in the morning. But have you ever wondered why some people swim regularly, yet their blood sugar levels still rise and fall unexpectedly? Today, I want to share something very small, yet incredibly powerful: the way we breathe while swimming. Before we go any further, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How long have you been swimming? And after you swim, do you usually feel better or more tired? When we're young, our bodies tend to be forgiving. Breathing a little fast doesn't seem to matter. Holding our breath a bit longer doesn't feel like a problem. But after age 60, the body begins to speak to us differently. More gently, more slowly. And if we don't listen, it speaks through fatigue, dizziness, or blood sugar numbers we don't want to see. Many people I've spoken with say the same thing. I swim regularly. I go to the pool every week. So why is my blood sugar still unstable? When we talk a little deeper, one common thread appears. They rarely pay attention to their breathing. After 60, our lungs are no longer as elastic as they once were. The heart has to work harder to deliver oxygen throughout the body. And for those living with diabetes or prediabetes, the way the body uses oxygen is closely connected to how it uses sugar. When we breathe shallowly, breathe too fast, or hold our breath while swimming, the body enters a mild stress state. That stress triggers hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that tend to raise blood sugar, even while we're exercising. It may sound counterintuitive, but it's completely grounded in physiology. On the other hand, when breathing is slow and steady, the nervous system receives a signal that the body is safe. The heart rate slows, blood vessels relax, muscles begin to use glucose more efficiently. That's why two people can swim the same way, yet see very different blood sugar results. One of the most common mistakes is holding the breath underwater. Some people do it because they're afraid of inhaling water. Others do it to stay underwater longer before coming up for air. But holding the breath reduces oxygen in the blood. The heart speeds up to compensate. And the body immediately switches into alert mode. In that state, controlling blood sugar becomes much more difficult. The second mistake is rapid, shallow breathing. When trying to swim faster or when fatigue sets in, many people start breathing quickly and briefly, over and over again. This kind of breathing prevents oxygen from reaching the deeper parts of the lungs, where gas exchange is most effective. So even though you're breathing more, the body is still deprived of oxygen and fatigue arrives quickly. The third mistake may seem small, but it's extremely common. Breathing only through the mouth and ignoring the nose. The nose doesn't just bring air in. It warms it, humidifies it, and filters it. When we bypass the nose, especially in chlorinated pool environments, the airways become more irritated. This often leads to coughing, discomfort, and a disrupted breathing rhythm. So what does proper breathing while swimming actually look like? Breathing correctly doesn't mean breathing forcefully. It doesn't mean taking the deepest breath possible. Proper breathing is calm, slow, and intentional. When your face is in the water, gently exhale, slowly and continuously, allowing the air to fully leave your lungs. When you turn your head or rise to the surface, simply inhale a comfortable amount. No need to fill the lungs completely. At this stage of life, there's no need to rigidly count strokes or breaths. Just remember one essential thing: don't hold your breath. Let the breath flow continuously, like a smooth stream of water, unbroken and natural. When breathing becomes steady, subtle changes begin to happen. The heart no longer has to chase oxygen demands. Muscles receive enough oxygen to work efficiently. And most importantly, glucose in the bloodstream is absorbed into cells more gently, instead of remaining trapped in circulation. Research in exercise physiology consistently shows that activities with slow, steady breathing, such as gentle swimming, relaxed walking, or yoga, improve insulin sensitivity more effectively than high-stress exercise. This is especially important for older adults whose endocrine systems are no longer as flexible as they once were. I once heard someone say, "Since I slowed down my swimming and paid more attention to my breathing, I feel lighter, I sleep better, and my blood sugar readings don't surprise me as much anymore." It's a simple statement, but it reflects a deep truth. The body responds well to kindness. When swimming is paired with proper breathing, it's no longer about burning yourself out. It becomes a conversation with your body. Every breath is a quiet reminder. I'm taking care of myself, not forcing myself. As for duration, for adults over 60, 20 to 30 minutes is more than enough. There's no need to swim continuously. You can swim a short distance, rest, and continue. Gentle strokes like slow breaststroke or relaxed backstroke are often ideal because they allow better breath control. One thing I always encourage is this: listen to your body after swimming. If you feel clear-headed and comfortable, that's a good sign. If you feel drained, dizzy, or shaky, it may mean your breathing wasn't right, or that your body was overloaded. Safety should always come first. Avoid swimming when you're hungry, dizzy, or when your blood pressure feels unstable. Warm up properly before entering the water, and always swim where others are nearby. These precautions aren't meant to create fear. They're meant to ensure that swimming remains a source of joy, not risk. After 60, we're no longer racing against time. We learn to slow down, but to live more deeply. And sometimes, in the smallest things, like the way we inhale and exhale, lie the greatest changes in our health. Dear friends, swimming doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be right and enough. When we breathe correctly, the body knows how to adjust. It knows how to use energy wisely, and it knows how to keep blood sugar more stable in the most natural way possible. If today's message resonated with you, try applying it during your next swim and observe how your body responds. And if you'd like to continue exploring gentle, thoughtful health guidance for life after 60, don't forget to subscribe to Vital Health Hub. Here, we don't chase trends. We choose to live healthier, more aware, and kinder to ourselves.